An incredible day of trading for the S&P 500, especially if you traded it sheep style, trading with the traps, using the levels and setups to guide your trades. It was incredible. You know, the market had a bearish week last week, 6 red days in a row. It was incredible. The market opened up. I had a 496.5 level. Market opened up, trying to break it down. Got people thinking we're going to keep on going lower. But what happened? It got down as low as 495.4. And then eventually it recaptured my 496.5 level. At that point, the trap was set. And boom, this was alerted in the Discord, by the way, when we had that recapture. Not every false breakdown leads to a bottom, but every bottom started with a false breakdown setup. That's why we want to trade with the traps unbiasedly. Okay, unbiasedly. But if you want to keep trading biasedly, be my guest. The market makers love biased traders. They love you guys. Anyways, once the trap was sprung, boom, we pushed all the way up, going as high as 502.3-ish. Now, just the same principle with the false breakdown setup. When do we try to play a top or a potential top? We do it when we get a false breakout setup. That's when you want to buy puts. That's when you want to go short. All right? False breakout setup. Why? Because not every false breakout leads to a top, but every top started with a false breakout. I'm just trying to show you guys and explain to you guys that we need to be trading with the odds in our favor. Trading with the traps, high value trades, instead of trading biasly. Okay? And you look at here, didn't matter. Bullish setup, bearish setup, play it level to level style, you would have made money. You can't tell me if you didn't short the breakdown or buy puts breakdown 501.5 and it drop all the way going low like that. Couple of dollars. You would have made good money. Even with, especially the false breakdown setup. You did not need no crystal ball. You didn't need to know what's going to happen. All you needed to know was the levels, the setups, and the ability and the will to trade it unbiasedly. So with that being said, Uncle will do his best to give you the levels and setups so you guys can trade it unbiasedly for yourselves. Unless you trade the Discord, then, unless you're trading in the Discord, Uncle give you updates throughout the day. But here, 500 fib level, all right? It's testing in the aftermarket. Once again, got to clear it. Today's high was at 502.3. We have a fib level at 501.8. That level must clear. 503 and then 504.2. Want to put in the bottom, 504.2 got to clear to give us a bigger bounce to the upside, possibly up to the 50 daily moving average. We broke down that 50 daily moving average. I would like to see, of course, the market don't give a damn what I like to see. But, if we can clear those levels, it would make sense that we go retest it as a resistance at the very least. But like I said, we got to clear those levels. I don't understand what you guys don't understand about that. I don't understand what you guys don't understand about that. Follow the price action. Watch the setups. Uncle Charters uses the 15-minute chart, okay? I use the 15-minute chart to 30-minute chart. The lowest I go is 15-minute. You see it cleared on the 15-minute? Boom. You see we got the false breakout on the 15-minute? False breakout setup. Boom. Just trade with the traps. That's what I do, okay? If you got your own strategy, all good. But the most important thing is you have a strategy, right? So, yeah, clear those levels. We can get a bigger relief bounce, all right? This is why we want to trade unbiasedly. The market can go down and up, and it's all opportunities to make money. If you try to buy puts today, you may have got smashed unless you did it sheep style at the end of the day with that false breakout setup, level to level. All right. But if you try to buy puts down here, you got cooked, my friend. Now, for this to be a dead cat bounce, for today to be a dead cat bounce, because remember, Friday we close at 495-ish. Today we close at 499.7. That is a higher close. So for this to be a dead cat bounce, 500 must defend, 498 must fail, and especially 495. We broke down, it was closed right around that fib level Friday. Today we almost treated it as a support before bouncing. So it needs to break down tomorrow or later this week if it wants more downside down to 491.6 or 490. Big possibility. All I'm telling you guys, you don't need to know if it's going to go up or down. You just need to know the levels and setups. And whatever setups come your way, whatever gets presented to you, whatever the price action gives to you, you take it. You take it and you be grateful for it. All right, no greed. Triple Q, we got a consolidation candle here, inside candle setup. The mother candle's high is 422.7 with the low at 413. That's a pretty big range. Pretty big range. But if we're gonna get a big range or a swing tradable move to the upside, 420 and 421.6 gotta clear to the upside. All right. Now, if we break down 417 and 415, then to the downside we go. But the mother candle's low is all the way at 413. So if below 413, I would be bear bias. Doesn't matter what the RSI says, I would be bear bias with 411, 47.7 in play, all right? NVDA also got an inside candle setup, but it did recapture a fib level at 793.5. If it can stay above and clear tomorrow, if it can clear 801 tomorrow, ooh, we're going to get a big pop, a nice pop up to 812 or higher. For me to be bearish, got to break back below 793.5 and 790 to possibly trigger a move down to 778.6 or lower. Tesla, wow, that's a much lower close than last week. 141.8 is a fib level. It's got to get above that level. Today's high was at 144.4. I'll round it to 144.5. Got to clear those levels to put the fib levels. 146, 148.6, 150, 151.5 all in play. Otherwise, if we stay below 141.8 and we break down 140, that is bearish. With 138, 136.7, and 135 all in play. IWM also doing that bounce thing, clearing 195 today. As long as above 195, then the recapture for today stays intact, which puts 196.78 or higher in play. Stay bullish above 195, but switch back to bearish below 195. All right, because then today's recapture was invalidated. Below 195, I would be bearish. 193.5, 192, and 190 would be in play. Listen, the market is complicated, it's tough to trade, and it's not going to do what you want it to do. So if you keep wanting the market to do what you want to do, whew, good luck, my friend. Anyways, Apple here. Tried to bounce, got a nice little bounce, but didn't quite clear that critical level at 166. If it does tomorrow, look to long with 167.3 in play, 168.5, and 170 plus in play. Overall, below 166 is bearish, and bearish follow through will be to break down 164.6. That's a fib level. 163.4, 162.2, and 160.5. They are all fib levels. I love fib levels. AMD inside candle setup as well. For more downside, it's going to need to break down 146.3 and 145.2. Those levels fail. We are bearish down to 140, possibly down to 136.7. If we can manage, if AMD managed to clear some resistant levels tomorrow, starting with 150, 153, and 154.3-ish, that is bullish. Possibly higher bounce would be in play up to the 160s or higher. Again, Amazon is consolidating. It's overall still bearish, but it can anything can still happen. If it clears 179 tomorrow, look to long with 184-ish in play. If it breaks down the mother candle's low, which is at 173.4, break that down, that would be bearish. But before that, I have 175. Okay, so 175 and 173.4, that would be bearish if it breaks down with 171.6 or lower in play, guys. Shoot. Netflix, holy moly, got that level of 555. It did not recapture it. It's got, once again, it's got to clear 555, 557, 558.6 for me to favor some upside. Otherwise, this is looking bearish. They're all fib levels. It's at 552 in the aftermarket. Well, this pivot low's at 549-ish. Yeah, it's right at 549, so that's definitely support. So 551 and 549 fails, guys. More downside incoming down to 542 possibly. Microsoft trying to go for a bounce. For me to take it more serious, 402.7, 404, and 406 must clear. Got to clear those levels to trigger calls. And for me to take it more serious. Otherwise, we drop back down 401, 399, and 397.2. It's going to get a lot more nasty against the bulls. Google trying to bounce, though. That's a big bounce to the upside and even clear this blue downtrend. If it drops back below 157.6, that's a false breakout of the fib level. So I would look to react unbiasedly because that's a bearish setup. And if it got to break down 156.3 as well to give us a false breakout of this trend line. That would trigger puts. Otherwise, as long as above 157.6 is bullish, bullish follow through to trigger more upside would be to clear 159, 161.7 or higher, right? Here is Meta. It closed a little higher than yesterday, but it's nothing bullish. I'm overall bearish on it below 486. So for me to switch back to bullish on Meta, it's got to clear 486 to put 493.5 or higher in play. Otherwise, a breakdown of 481 and 479 would be extremely bearish, putting 473.3 or lower in play for Meta. And BA is just still consolidating. Still, look at those wicks. Still getting selling pressure. Guys, I need to see it break above 172.5 and 173 zone for me to trust longs. Swinging longs, okay? Swings. Otherwise, once again, if we break down 170 and 168, I would be bearish and favor more downside, okay? I'm just waiting for confirmation from the price action, all right? I know you guys got your opinions. That's great. I love to hear them. But at the end of the day, the one truth is the price action, all right? Speaking of price action, not getting much activity in dark pool from the big money, okay? Big money is not trying to hide their intentions right now. Interesting stuff. SPY, the option flow for it, it's bearish, okay? Despite a bounce today, that's interesting. Despite having a relief bounce today, it's bearish. And so is QQQ, and so is IWM. How about the individual stocks? NVDA is bullish. Tesla's bearish. Apple's bullish. AMD's bullish. Netflix is bearish. Microsoft is bearish. We are seeing some bearishness on it. Don't tell me it malfunctioned. All right, malfunction, guys. Sorry. You guys want more of this content? Either buy the Cheddar Floor or you can join my Discord. Otherwise, have a great evening. Peace.